Good evening, everybody. How are we doing today? Welcome. Thank you all for being here. It's always lovely to see you. And I'm always happy to have... anybody, but you in particular. All of you. Javi, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I know you mentioned you're from Spain, so I hope I'm not butchering your name. Zach, Josh, treat to have all of you here as always. Let's get ready to hopefully rescue Juju this time. Javi. Okay, I guessed that it might be because I know the I know the J is typically an H sound in Spanish, but I wanted to make sure. So Javi. Or Javi. I'm going to do my best. Anyway. Will we be able to save Juju? I'm not sure, and I just don't care about Juju that much. But dang it, we're gonna do our best. As always, let me know if any of the volume is unreasonable. Looking at my levels looks okay, but obviously experience may be different for you. So, quick summary of last stream is we went to rescue Juju from the faced Mechon, who Shulk had foreseen was going to kill him, and Shulk also saw that it was going to kill Charlotte. Fortunately, the Monado revealed a new power, Monado Speed, which massively increases a character's dodge rate, and so we managed to get through that fight. However, the faced Mechon did in fact grab Juju and steal him away. However, it was a different faced Mechon than the one we saw before, indicating that there are many faced Mechon. It's not only one, and once again the Monado was completely ineffective against it. Now, we have come to Colony 6. The gates of Colony 6 are closed, but Charla mentioned... Charla mentioned that beneath Colony 6 there is an ether mine, and we can use those tunnels to infiltrate. But I just picked up an Ambligan turtle, which is an item I need. And yes, you're not wrong, Javi. I love the design of the Monado, but good lord, a normal person could never hold that thing. And keep in mind, Shulk is not meant to be particularly strong. He's a nerd. He hangs around in just like a lab all day and almost never goes out. This kid is not strong. But holding that, no fucking problem. Never mind what Ryan and Charla have. That is not the size of a normal rifle. But I love it. Between streams, I did do a little bit of leveling up, so I'm now level 19. I was level 17 before. This should put us in a pretty good position. Hopefully. I don't want to spend stream grinding, even though, it's a JRPG. To some extent, everybody knows what they're here for. And this game generally isn't too severe with grinding. And we take the elevator down. God, I love the view here. And this is the splintered path. You know, Josh, I could believe that. And once again, there is Mechanis. Our goal, our target, and the great sword of Mechanis which towers above us. Imagine living in Colony 6, which is right over there. Imagine growing up there. And this is just part of your landscape. The knowledge that a being which attempted to destroy your entire world is not mythical. It's real, and you can just look at it. But then you look away from that, and there is some beautiful scenery here. Hi, buddy. Oh shit, we almost knocked him off the cliff. Sword Drive, which is Ryan's most powerful physical attack, also has pretty good knockback, and it can be a very effective way to knock people off cliffs. And if you can do that, you can frequently kill them, and when you can't kill them, you can still do tons of damage. This guy will attack if he sees me, so I'll get the drop on him. Oh, there's someone else fighting this. This guy's level 18, so he's not too tough. If I can hit him with air slash from the side, that will inflict break and slow. Oh, he's immune to break. That is not great. Still managed to beat him without too much difficulty.
We make a great team.
One thing I haven't really gone over is that we have a quest log here. And every time you enter a new area, it's a good idea just to pull this up, because you can occasionally find things that you've just forgotten about. One of the things here is proof of status. Excuse me. And I've been asked to find this Nopon coin, and I just... the Nopon merchant mentioned it was stolen by Hoxes, and there's a couple of Hoxes over here, so possibly it's one of them. Okay. I was trying to sneak up, but that didn't work. We managed to slow him. He's... Oh, that went well. Nice. Is this where his Nopon coin is? Nope. Because that'll be a red item, not a blue one. Well, there's still plenty of space to try to find it. I love just the physical arrangement of this area, and you can see why people would call it the splintered path. Because it's just... it kind of goes all over. Gonna try to lure this guy away. Since, honestly, even at level 17, they're not that high level, but 3 of these guys could potentially be a problem.
We make a great team.
And that should be it.
We make a great team.
What pizza do you have, Zach? Sorry, I see that you actually said that a little bit ago, but I missed it. I actually currently have pizza in fridge.
Let's get going.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
If we go up there, that will take us where we're going. I'm actually going to go down instead. I actually want to check what's over here. I think there's just some ether crystals, but that's always worth getting. Why do I have a funny feeling there's something right at the end of this path? God, these butterflies are such a nice effect. Nope. I'm tempted. I'm not going to jump off, chat, but I'm tempted. Oh? You know what? Fine. The fact that this guy cannot be broken sucks, because that means, at least with our current setup, he also cannot be toppled. And I cannot get a good angle on him. Rip Ryan! At least he didn't fall off the cliff. Days, let's... Okay.
Did you see what I did?
Oh, I wasn't really looking.
Oh, come on. That's not fair.
I don't know if you heard that little exchange between Charla and Ryan, but I loved it.
Right, you're a lifesaver. That's right. We're the best.
Let's stay alert.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
Okay. Bunch of Hoxes here as well. Wonder if this might be where the... Does not look like they've got the knock-on coin either. Ooh, getting large crystals? That's super nice. Large crystals tend to have more powerful effects, unsurprisingly, than small crystals. So when you turn them into ether gems, you get much better effects. At some point, we're going to head back to Colony 9 to make more of those gems, but our gem setup is okay at the moment. I'm not too concerned. Yeah, no one here is really a threat to me. However, there is the red item. There we go. So I could take that back to the knock-on now, but he can wait, frankly. And it has started raining. And with the rain comes the Grom Nebula. Such a bizarre name. And honestly, pretty tough to deal with at this point in the game. They're level 20, but frankly, the nebulas in general are kind of difficult to handle. You know, I should actually fight one to make it clear why they're difficult to handle. Even if you're strong enough, you have to be pretty overpowered to get to deal with them the ideal way. And there's a reason for it. Ooh, we got a break on this dude. Nice, Rhyme. Who are we looking for now? Here we go. Get the backslash in. Let's get a chain attack for no particular reason. The only real advantage of a chain attack in a situation like that is that it does slightly improve affinity between all party members. So yeah, let's take on... Oh no, this is not just a normal nebula. This is a unique monster. I am not ready to do that yet. I'll come back for it. Let's take on this guy instead.
Everyone, let's go!
Don't let a single one escape.
Leave it to Ryan. Sword drive. You're a lifesaver.
There we go. Let's see if we can break it. Seems to be immune to break, unfortunately. It is not immune to break. Okay, that's good. I'm actually going to do a chain attack, because if we can beat this guy now, it is great. He'll give a good chunk of experience and generally quite good items. I don't think we can beat him without a chain attack, so it's worth trying. Let's start with... let's actually see if we can get a topple in. Good. This will extend the break if we have it. This, however, is two shots critical against flying enemies, so very useful. Oh, that was a ton of damage. I think we're actually going to beat it.
Nicely done.
Oh yeah.
Let's stay alert.
Good thing I'm here.
So those Nebula enemies, I wanted to show it to you, but I guess I'm just going to have to tell you. You can see there they dropped a thunder element. That doesn't really do much. They're just very valuable items, especially for trading. The leggings are actually pretty solid, and the Jupiter crystal is nice. What these nebulas do is when they get below about a third health, they self-destruct. When they self-destruct, you don't... Like, they die, but you don't win the fight. You get nothing from it. You don't get items, you don't get experience, you just get frustration. And it's such a dickish thing for the game to do. A new enemy type here, the Upa.
Everyone, let's go.
Let's fight one of them, just to show what they're like. They're little lizardy dudes. They tend to be pretty small.
Nothing's gonna stop us.
And another Upa. Okay.
My rifle's getting hotter.
Too easy. Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
So yeah,
Stay alert.
there's really nothing special about Upas. They're just small monsters. But they tend to hang around wet places, so this drainage outlet is perfect for them. You can hop off here. Don't, but you can. But don't. And now we enter, in my opinion, one of the least pleasant parts of this game. Juice! This is the Ether Mine beneath Colony 6. And it's just unpleasant.
We can't lose.
I don't want anyone dying out there.
Let me at 'em. You're a lifesaver.
Not amazing music. Not particularly pleasant to look at, but I have to say,
Let's get going.
there are some good story moments coming up. It's not that there's nothing to like in the Ether Mine. It's just not my favorite place. Sounds a few more of these dudes.
Don't let a single one escape.
Getting that slow up is so good. I'm sure I've explained it before, but to explain it again, what slow does is it slows down enemies' movement speed and attack speed. So it is a really, really nice thing to have.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
We make a great team.
Okay. Big old bat. A drunk Vang. Mistimed that. That's okay.
Yeah, fire it up.
I'm not gonna bother with the chain attack on this dude. Frankly, we can't even see what's going on. There we go.
Let's stay alert.
There's an item orb there, which I believe you just have to carefully time your jump. Nope. Maybe you have to jump from higher up. I don't think it's even a particularly special item orb. It's just one I always make an effort to get. There we go. Mystery Firefly. It's a nice name, at least. And yeah, surprisingly, there's a shop down here. There's just a Nopon merchant hanging around. Selling to whom exactly? Steady Driver has better minimum auto attack, barely. Much worse maximum. Good defense, but overall I don't think worth it. And... oh, that weapon is very good on Charla. That's very good. We'll take a look at her other weapons, but that genuinely might be worth it. You will notice that no one seems to have weapons for Shulk. That's not really surprising, because the Monado is a legendary weapon. You kind of don't replace it. The Grand Gear is better for everybody. And even though it's got slightly lower physical defense, for the improved ether defense, I think I'm actually going to take the Pelt Cap for all 3 characters. Actually, before I do that, I should just check what gear I have. Because you pick up gear as you go along, and it's easy to kind of forget what you've got. Because the thing is, I might even have the Pelt Cap. Sorted by highest physical defense. I can get Legar gear for him, which looks incredibly stupid. This will be the first time I actually use the cosmetic gear, because good lord, he's just strapped a piece of bent metal to his head. I'm gonna put that on Shulk. He's got a pelt top already, which, yeah, it's a bit plain, but nothing terrible about it. Steady arms are great, but they are they're heavy armor, which Shulk cannot wear. He's already got Legar gauntlets, which are... Grand gauntlets are actually... they're only marginally lower physical defense, but much better ether defense. So I think I'll actually go with those. By the way, I've said it before, I recognize this is never the most exciting part of any game. But it is also just... it is part of the experience. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to buy boots at least. So yeah, it's actually worth buying almost everything they have to offer. So I'm gonna keep Shulk as he is. Ooh, do I want to lose? It's only 3, yeah. I'll take 2 pelt caps. That's a lot of ether defense. And there are some ether enemies down here. So yeah, I'll take 2 of those. I'm not gonna get those for him. I think the pants everybody needs. Oh, he's already got just as good? Fine. Everybody needs shoes. I'm actually gonna go with the Grand Boots this time. I need another one. And out of curiosity, any useful arts books? Actually, these are probably all worth getting. Backslash definitely Light heal, definitely. Heal round is worth getting for Charla. I don't think I've actually shown off heal round yet. It is an AoE heal, and it is great. Slit Edge is useful. Bone Upper is useful. Yeah, so Charla got a new technique called Heal Round, which is a full party heal. Not as effective as Heal Blast, obviously, but it's still a very, very important technique to have. And Heal Round can now be leveled up even further. Speaking of which, let's spend some points to level up. Honestly, Charla isn't just healing, but it is the thing she's best at, and there's no reason not to make her as good as possible. I do like Air Slash. It's got a really short cooldown as well. And then let's level up Backslash even further. Let's make Sword Drive as powerful as possible. Level up Bone Upper a little more. And why not? War Swing's good.
Guys, kill the noise.
A Macon.
I can't believe they've taken the mine too. That means the defense force and residents are... Oh no, Juju!
Keep it together, Sharla. Don't start panicking now.
Rhine!
You said yourself they can't have seized the entire area, right? I bet you they're holed up someplace safe. Juju is alive, and we're gonna find him.
That's why we're here. You can count on us.
Oh, Shulk, your headgear looks so stupid.
Yeah, yes. It'll be fine. Rhine. Shulk. Thank you.
I realize now, I bought all of that new equipment and didn't put any of it on. Wanted the Grand Boots. Ugh. Now this is a terribly mismatched outfit. This is where cosmetic gear is very useful. Because I can just take his dumb headgear off, or we can try out a variety of things. Oh my god, he's got a bucket. I'm not going to go too far because some of these actually slightly spoil looks that we're going to see later. And depending on how much you know, they can potentially spoil, like, at least areas in the game, which sucks. I'm actually going to go back to that. So the Prodigal Type 3 is the gear we had earlier. And I really like this weird, like, semi-sci-fi, semi-tech look. Like, it's not how I normally outfit Shulk, but I think it works, at least for now. Let's get your mostly pelt items. Lower ether defense, but that's plus 16 physical defense with a strength up 3 unique gem. I can't say no to that. Ryan actually kind of looks okay with this. I'm gonna stick with that look for Ryan. Would I really have been using this with the lower ether defense? No, it was the pelt gloves. Honestly, for Charlotte now, only the boots look a bit silly. And I feel like she pulls it off. Oh, I forgot to get her fancy weapon. Charlotte is not really the biggest damage dealer, but I mean, it's still worth having her. Oh my god, I've got no money. I just spent like 80k. That was a terrible mistake. It looks like someone learned a new skill as well. Yeah. So Shulk learned the skill Battle Cry, which increases tension gain from Battle Start Affinity. Battle Start Affinity is when you see that little B circle at the beginning of a battle. If I get that timing right, I get more tension. High tension increases your chances of getting things like critical hits. Although tension is very poorly explained. Don't think there's anything fun around here. Nope. Just some toppled cards. And perhaps unsurprisingly, in the ether mine, there are many ether deposits. But as we saw, there are also many.
We can't lose.
I don't want anyone dying out there.
So let's enchant. Otherwise, no one but me is going to deal damage.
Just a little more. Keep it up, everyone.
That's technically behind. Nice.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
There are also, fortunately, non-mechon enemies down here.
Lose. Let me at 'em.
Just little old crabs.
Bring it on. Split edge. Yeah. All together now. Right with you, Shulk.
Ooh, nice. Got a topple off.
We can definitely do this. We're the best. Let's not lose our heads, though.
Okay, let's get going.
Okay. The path splits here in a couple of directions. Ooh, that is very powerful. Level 24.
We can't lose. It's right.
This one's all guns blazing.
Yeah, let's get rid of the smaller dude first.
Now it's right time. I'm turning up the heat. You're really getting into this right.
Nice, got a topple. Okay, Shulk and Ryan, level 20. Charlotte's pretty close. And now that it's on its lonesome, we can probably take out this dude. Oh, we are missing a lot, which I'm not liking. Get that back attack. We've got a chain attack ready if we need it. I'm going to try to avoid using it as long as I can. But yeah, he's blocking a lot of our attacks. Got him slowed down, which is nice. Actually, this is going fine, given the level difference between us. I really expected something much worse. In fact, let's try to finish it with a chain attack. I mean, we have to do it. It's a 2-time sword throw.
I'm on it.
Not much Charlotte can do to match the chain, but she used a pink, so I can use a pink to follow up. Nice.
That's right, Shulk.
How do you like
It actually went super well. And got Charla her level up as well. Now I came down this second branch. Down this one, if I remember correctly, is... yes. One of the only properly pretty spots in this whole area. A secret area, Glow Moss Lake. Which has several normal enemies and a unique monster, Elegant Marin, who is level 29. I cannot beat a level 29 unique monster. I don't think I could beat a level 29 not unique monster. So I'm just going to avoid him for now. Come and get this water ether deposit. Nope. I am not messing around with you, buddy. Sir, please. Please, I'm just trying to run away. Okay, there's another dude here. But he's actually, yeah, level 18, he's actually lower level than us. So he's nothing too much to worry about.
Oh, I wasn't really looking.
Oh, come on. That's not fair.
And up here is a fire ether deposit. Fire deposits, I hate to admit, are perhaps my favorite because they work with my playstyle, which is very Ungabunga. Fire crystals tend to give you things like strength up. There's a little path over here. Gives me some rumble coal. Okay, good. Gotta love Mechon. One of the things that I haven't explicitly mentioned. Characters have arts and auto attacks. The reason auto attacks are so important is that, especially for Shulk, only auto attacks fill up his talent art gauge. So you need to make sure, especially against Mechon, that you keep that up and don't just spam arts. Otherwise, when you need to enchant, you won't be able to. And that is going to give you a lot of problems. Wind is actually pretty good, especially on some characters we haven't met yet. Spoiler, there are other characters. So many little Crabble. I'm gonna mostly skip them. Down here, just a collectible. Nothing special.
An ether rifle. Gado!
Charlotte, wait!
Gado!
I know that voice. Medic, is that you?
Otharon!
Well, it's not her boyfriend.
Fuck you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's enchant. And let's see if we can take these guys out. They're mostly at similar levels to me, so I'm not too concerned. Why are you all focused on me? I'm not liking it. Anyway, let's just bust her down. Charla with the perfectly timed heal there. Nice. That went pretty well.
Why are you here?
Sir, isn't Gaddo with you?
We have much to discuss. You'd better come with me.
Sir.
That is unconfirmed, Josh, but yes.
So, Juju has been taken by the bronze-faced one.
Sir, what about Gaddo?
Gaddo is gone.
Gone? What do you mean, gone?
Charla, I hate to break this to you. You're such a sweetheart,
Gaddo
but
and I planned a surprise attack to set everyone free.
your fiance's dead. I think that's clear at this point.
But we failed. Miserably. When I woke, Gaddo was nowhere to be seen. Only his rifle remained. But he is alive. I can feel it. We may not be joined by blood, but he's like a son to me.
Okay, so maybe he is alive.
Oh,
Some of the people in Colony 9 got eaten.
Ah!
Ryan! Sorry. I forget I said that.
Bruh!
Don't kill Holmes right away. If that bronze-faced one took him, we still have some time left.
Are you sure?
Boy, that blade was once Dunban's. I'm not sure why you have it, but we're going to need its full power.
You can count on me.
Yeah, Shulk
heading
can
for the
handle it
central
better than
pit.
Dunban, so yeah.
It's where they take all the Homs they kidnap. If Juju's alive, that's where he'll be. Gather your things, we're moving out.
Juju! Gaddo! This is for you!
Huh? What? What? You say something, Shulk?
No. It's nothing. Forget it.
Just so everybody is on the same page, we are 3 for 3 now. Since leaving Colony 9, we have met 3 named characters, and we have had visions of all 3 of them dying. That's not good. We met Juju, we saw Juju die. Then we met Charla, and we saw Charla die. And now we met Otharan, and we saw Otharan die. That's not amazing. Anyways, a heart-to-heart here. Between Shulk and Charla, we need much better affinity than we currently have. Hi, Juice. We met a nice old man and then saw a future where he died. Also, Charla's fiancé is almost certainly dead, even though no one seems to accept it. Is this not the path out of here? Oh no. This is the path out of here. Oh, that's so weird. It's fine, Juice. Most of the people who we've seen die, we've managed to save. Except for, you know, the big one. The one that really mattered.
Hurry it up, slow coach.
What's wrong?
Jojo! Gato! This is for you!
What can it mean?
Bruh, you know what it means.
This is for you. Is Juju already dead?
God, I hope so.
Or is he going
I
to
shouldn't
be
say
killed?
that.
Is that why Atharon... But then, what does that mean? If we keep moving, is Atharon really going to die?
No!
What's wrong, Shulk?
This battle is for my people. If you can't handle it, drop that weapon and head home.
That's not it. It's just that...
Out with it!
Listen. Maybe we shouldn't just rush in head first.
What?
We got this far.
I think we should observe them and plan our attack afterwards.
You insolent... We don't have that kind of time. You don't know a damn thing about these machines.
I mean, he sort of does.
I have observed their movements. I've planned this attack for a month. I know full well what's going to happen to my brothers and sisters.
It's just...
We're going. Fall in, medic.
Sir, what's got into you?
A vision again. Don't tell me another death.
Yeah.
I knew it. The Shulk I know doesn't just chicken out for any old reason.
This vision, was it like before?
Kind of. I saw an underground ether river. And Atharon.
Huh. An ether river. You know what? That sword lets you see the future. All that power, and you still keep getting it wrong.
Better to use my brain than my fists.
Shulk, I may rush in head first, but at least my head's useful for something.
Okay, I get the idea.
I ain't done yet. You're useless on your own, Shulk. That's why we're here.
Ryan,
Next time you have a vision, you tell us. We bear the burden together as a team.
God, Ryan's such a good lad.
You have a vision you don't like, we'll change the future together. Got it?
Got it.
Ryan is just
What was that?
peak
Say it
himbo.
like you mean it.
I got it, all right? Next time I'll tell you.
He's right, Shulk. You two saved Juju once before. I know we can do it again. I believe in you.
Thanks.
They're right. We'll change what happens. Anyway, I didn't see Juju and the others dying. There's still hope.
Such good himbo energy. Big, dumb, and kind. Another heart-to-heart here. Have not yet fulfilled the requirements.
Right, let's do this. Let me at him.
Don't let a single one escape.
Oh, I did the wrong thing. Whoops. I just did a shield when it was meaningless. Now let's enchant. That's more like it. Got a lovely crit there, Ryan.
bunch of jokers.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
This area is one of the parts of, like, the whole of the mine I really dislike. But then this area over here is such a maze. It is incredibly frustrating. If you decide to play this game, by the way, there is a trick to navigating, which is the tunnels with the green moss on the walls generally go through those tunnels. But if you want to explore, you know, you're gonna have to do the other stuff. Still, getting some electric crystals is nice.
Everyone, let's go!
I can handle this one.
Let me at 'em. Bring it on!
You know, there are some things I like about the way the AI works. And my favorite here is that Charla prioritizes Ryan as a tank.
This, guys.
Generally, her first move in combat is to use Shield Bullet on him, which gives him... It basically absorbs a certain amount of damage. And it's such a good way for a tank to start out. Look at the size of that ether deposit. It's so pretty. There's a level 20 unique enemy there. Dark Kissling. Let's try to get rid of as many of these dudes as possible first.
I can handle this one.
There we go. I managed to bind everybody. That's not ideal.
Okay, let's get going.
Bind is so frustrating because of the importance of positioning in this game.
Everyone, let's go!
I don't want anyone dying out there.
Leave it to Ryan. Sword drive!
Nice.
Even better.
Okay, there's the unique monster.
Let's focus our efforts.
That's okay. Bind, unfortunately. God, he is taking no damage. Let's heal Charla a little bit. Okay, let's see if we can do this with a chain attack. We can't, because he is taking no fucking damage. But, you know, we do what we can. Topple him. He's technically a flying enemy. Get the extra attack. 2 times Buster. It's not amazing. Even that only got us to just below 50% health. Let's heal Charla a little. Oh, shit. Nope.
What are you doing, Shulk? Get up. I can bring it on.
I'm seeing something.
Oop.
Make it. Losing ain't on the cards today.
Let's
What you made of?
Monado speed him to try to dodge this. Nope. Dang it, that was actually going okay. I think part of the problem is we ended up aggroing another enemy. Oh, this starts you so far back. Dang it. I really thought I could pull that off.
Everyone, let's go!
I don't want anyone
Oh, no.
dying out there.
Leave it to Ryan.
Oh no.
Make a run for it.
He's a scout unit, so once he saw me, he went and called a bunch of his buddies. Which is terrible. That sound you're hearing, by the way, that is the party's tension falling. High tension good, low tension bad. Characters with low tension tend to miss more. Characters with high tension tend to get more critical hits. So let's try this again. Ideally with less scout fuckery. That's more like it.
Don't let a single one escape.
Leave it to Ryan.
Let's enchant. Nice.
It's over. Man, what a bunch of jokers.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
Zoom please is such a blessed emote.
We can't lose. Let me at 'em.
I don't want anyone dying out there.
We can definitely do this. I'm powering up. Need this. Now it's right time. We can definitely do this. Catch that.
Good lord, sword drive is powerful.
Let's not lose our heads though.
Okay.
Hi,
let's get
Goal.
going.
Oh?
Right, we can definitely do this. Powering up, and nothing's gonna stop us.
Topo is very good. Thank you, Ryan. Go.
Eat this. Powering up. All right, now that was too easy. Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
We make a great team.
God, this place is such a maze.
Alley-oop.
I'm back here. Just on the other side of here. Since that guy is sensitive to sound, I can probably at least get the crystals without bothering him. If I just walk slowly. Whoops. As a general rule, as long as you don't run, sound enemies won't pick you up. As huge as this deposit is, it only gives, by the looks of it, 3 crystals, which is the same as any other normal-sized deposit. Yeah. Nope, I'm leaving, buddy, don't worry. You have made it 100% clear that we are not BFFs. Sir? Oh good, an even more powerful unique monster.
Now we're working as one.
Ooh, nice topple. I'm gonna keep that for my heal for later. Let's get Ryan back on his feet. And let's heal Ryan a little bit. Charlotte, you think you could heal me? Oh, good. That's a chunk of damage. But he's focusing on Ryan, as he should. And thanks to Monato's speed, he'll end up missing. He's toppled, which is fantastic. It's backslash 2 times sword drive.
I'm on it.
Unfortunately, Charlotte does not have a red attack, so she breaks the chain. Still leaves us in a pretty good position. This is one of the things I find quite interesting about levels in this game. An enemy, say 5 levels above you, is frequently not even worth fighting. At like 10 levels, you have to be very good to stand any chance. But levels don't tell the whole story. That was a level 22 unique monster, which was much, much easier than the level 20 unique monster that we just died to. Because different enemies are different. And the way they fight affects a lot of things. Let's take a look if... So Bloody Roar has HP steal for Ryan, which is good. Yeah, man, Charlotte's such an important character, but she's sometimes rough to actually use. So HP steal basically means that every time Ryan does damage, he will steal 50 HP from the enemy. Sounds good, doesn't actually work that well, unfortunately. I would rather keep the strength up, agility up, and muscle up for him. Give him another strength up. Or I can give Ryan an HP up. That's a nice idea. Keep forgetting to check my gems. Shulk can get some extra strength. Shulk is a glass cannon, so I very much lean into that. Let's get Charla some ether up. Bind resist would be nice on her. Yeah. And I think this is actually where we've been trying to go. No, it's not. It just lies about it. Or it is, and I forgot. Oh. That's 2 ready coils. That might come in handy for rebuilding Colony 6. Slight spoilers. I mean, when the game spoils the game, is that really my fault? Anyway, this area is called Observation Point. I wonder what we could possibly observe from here. Oh. That. So remember how they said there was an ether mine? What they meant was a single fucking drill that just, like, keeps going down? It's large. And this is drilling into the body of the Bionis, essentially. So that's good. And we opened that door. God, there's gotta be a faster way down there.
I can't go on.
You hear those ankles Snapchat? Not Snapchat, but... I like that one because, like, a lot of the other ones, as soon as it's obvious that you're going to die, the game just goes, okay, we're done here. But that one, like, everything down there exists, so I know you didn't go, but I did. Look, I've had a lot of fun in this playthrough jumping when I shouldn't. I'm not gonna break that now.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
Oh, yeah. I like to believe that in canon, like, these things didn't actually happen. This is just the Monado showing him what would happen if he jumped.
Just what I needed. Got through that pretty good.
Okay, let's get going.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
Okay. And there are all these little spots where the ground's collapsed. Ooh! God, imagine how traumatized Shulk would be after something like that. Hey Shulk, you want to know what it's like when your knees get caved into your chest cavity? I can show you. I can make you feel it. I think there's another unique monster around here. No, just colony Oopas and colony lizards. Interesting. Oh, another important item. This is the third love crane. They should make Peppa happy. Oh, we have not yet met Peppa. Is she perhaps some sort of pig? I'm sorry I couldn't resist. Fuck off. Look, I apologized. And this is the big old door that we just opened. And you can see there, this is essentially at the Bionis' pelvis. It's actually like just the top of the thigh.
The central pit.
But it's quite a drill.
Where are they all? I don't see anyone.
Bruh, that thing goes down far.
We'll take that lift.
I'm ready to mash some mech on.
Yeah. Juju, Atharon, just hold on.
Okay. Central Pit, level 1. Given what we've seen, we essentially have gone down not at all. We're gonna be going down for a while. And that's fine. Because this is actually, like, the most engaging part of this area. It's still tough. I still don't really like the music down here. But, heck, at least the rest of it is good. Let's enchant.
Let's focus our efforts.
That topple is super useful. Even with the Monado, even with enchant, it is important to topple mech.
Everyone, let's go.
The same reason it's important to topple all enemies.
We can definitely do this. Now it's right time.
So, as Gold said, there is no planet, and therefore, no, it doesn't have a core. It is an infinite ocean. In the ocean stand the two great titans, and this is roughly at the titan's pelvis. But given the size of the Bionis, even this enormous depth is nothing. This probably pierces the skin and not much deeper than that. But yes, if they kept going down, eventually they would dig through the pelvis. Dig through the legs. Fuck, I shielded it again? Mistakes were made, chat.
Powering up. We can definitely do this. We're not invincible. Monado, and now it's right time. Just what I needed.
Everyone ready for a chain attack?
Yeah, let's do it.
Mistakes can be fun.
My rifle's getting hotter.
Oh, Charla. Your rifle getting hotter is just... It's the story we always hear, and never want to hear.
It's over.
Let's stay alive.
So, I've mentioned this before. Every time Charla uses any art, it increases her talent gauge. Her talent gauge essentially represents the how hot her weapon is. Every other character has a cool talent art that does rad things. Not Charla. When she uses her talent art, it cools off her rifle, and I believe it has like some secondary effect, but it's basically just a nothing art. The worst thing about it is when her talent gauge is full, her rifle is overheated, and that means you cannot use any arts. This can even happen in the middle of chain attacks. So you can start a chain attack and it gets to Charla and she can do nothing. It is the worst. This I find interesting, that the Mechon are apparently interested in the ether deposits. It's never really addressed and it's just a little bit of background storytelling. But as someone who really likes background storytelling, there we go. Ooh, that hurt a little bit. Let's get a chain attack in. I'm going to go for backslash and sword drive.
I'm on it.
Charla doesn't have a red art, but if we can chain into
We're not finished yet.
into air slash from Shulk, that'll at least do double damage as well.
Not bad.
Anytime.
I mentioned the importance of tension earlier, and I forgot. One of the main things tension does is high tension increases the chances of getting extra length in a chain attack. And now we do what nobody should ever do. Chat, if you ever find yourself facing an enormous drill digging down into the center of a Titan, don't walk along the, like, exposed parts of the drill. Because this is not a walkway. This does not have nice protective barriers. This is just an anchor point. Don't do this. You can tell you're not meant to walk here because of that. However, this is a great place for a little bit of level grinding. You know what? Shulk is great, actually. Because he is officially incredibly smart. He's a nerd. And yet, given how dumb the player is allowed to be, I genuinely think Shulk might just be really, really stupid. And don't get me wrong, I love him even more for that. Shulk's problem is that he spent too long listening to Ryan. Topple in.
Yeah, well played. We did it.
Yep, Charlotte's busy cooling down her rifle. So she did not get an opportunity to participate in the chain attack. Just nothing. And the problem is, because she's part of the party, it doesn't, like, shift from Ryan back to Shulk. That'll just end the chain attack, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, that's basically what it is, Gold. And so, like, he can figure out the secrets of the Monado in a lab. But he sees an anchor point on a giant drill and thinks, yeah, I can walk across that. It'll be fine. Because he is incredibly stupid. And I love it.
I don't want anyone dying out there.
Behold the power of the
Monado. It is worth noting for those concerned that that big sweeping arm doesn't actually hurt you. It just pushes you. Lovely, Ryan. Ryan's timing with the wild downs is getting much better, so we're getting lots of tops. No need for this, but heck, it's fun. See, I'm just buff effect, cool off. So, the one advantage of Charla's talent art is that while she's cooling off, HP recovers over time, while the talent gauge reduces and the rifle cools. But auto attacks and arts are not available during this time. She also cannot move. So even though her HP recovers, frequently she'll just take damage from being a sitting duck. It's honestly not great. Let's just wait for this to pass. Because even though it doesn't deal damage, it scares me. She's not useless. As I said, she's a great healer. She's the only real healer at this point. And she's an amazing character. But that feature of her is just so frustrating. I just love watching that dude get squashed down there. So yeah, the design decision with the with cooling down the rifle, I kind of get why they made it. But it just ends up making Charla feel like the worst character. Which is unfortunate. She really doesn't deserve that.
We can't lose. Let's focus our efforts. I want it. Gotcha.
topple him, right? You can. Good job. You'll notice I'm using a lot of chain attacks. Part of the reason for that is that every chain attack increases affinity between party members, and is definitely worth doing.
How do you like that? Anytime. Yeah, you like that? Right. Nice one. Too right. Gotta cool off.
Charla. Gotta cool off. The name of her biography. Shulk learned a different skill there. That's nice. I think it was Shulk. Yep. Agility up buff at the start of battle with higher level enemies. Very useful. Ryan also learned increases aggro drawn by Mad Taunt, and he's good part of the way towards restoring HP to an encouraged ally, which is nice. Charla has got long range. She's moving towards... I like ones like these. Increases agility. When? Always. It's just a perma buff once she's got it. But that's a long way off. So I think I'm actually going to increase her physical defense for now. Mostly so that she doesn't come across as useless. That feels bad. I just don't like that thing sweeping above my head. And this has brought us basically over to the other side, where there is another elevator down. Fire Abron. Wonder if an Abron is a real thing. Chat, could somebody look that up for me? If an Abron is a thing that exists? Because it's not a word I'm familiar with. Bunch of water crystals. Look how far we still have to go. That little bit of green at the bottom. I'm just wondering if it's a real word, Juice. I was wondering if someone could look it up for me. That little bit of green at the bottom, that's the Ether River. That's where Shulk saw his vision happening. Which means that's where we have to get. That's a long way still. West African tribe. Interesting that that's the word they used for an item in this game. Thank you for checking, Juice. Let's get Ryan back on his feet. See, this is the worst time to try to do a chain attack because Charlotte is cooling off.
Pretty good. Let's not lose our heads, though.
We make a great team.
Okay. That was essentially level 1 we just got through. This is also a situation where I feel like this area is actually set up very well for what they want you to do. They never say it, but what they want you to do here is grind up a couple of levels. They want you to be stronger, significantly stronger by the end than you were when you came in. And the way the enemies are laid out kind of makes that happen automatically. it means the chances of growing a few levels very, very high. So I genuinely consider this to be an area which is really well designed, in spite of how I've complained about the visuals and the sound. From a game design perspective, it is very good. Let's get a chain attack in there.
I'm on it.
Now you can see behind Shulk's portrait there are flames. That indicates that he is at very high tension. Charla there, level up, and also learn some art. I'm not sure which one that is.
Okay, let's finish this. Good job, everyone.
Let's stay alert.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
What did you get, Charla? Heat Bullet. This is actually a very useful art that I frequently don't use. So it releases a special ether bullet that increases the tension of the party. So it increases tension by 50. It also fills her talent gauge by 15%. So that's the overheating thing that I was talking about. But it's honestly very useful. And I might actually put it in place of Tranquilizer. Tranquilizer I find very difficult to work with given my playstyle. Since I tend to focus on one enemy at a time, putting that enemy to sleep doesn't matter because we're going to wake them up immediately afterwards. But increasing tension is very, very useful. Let's increase that a little bit. Let's improve heal round as well. And let us continue our descent.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
We're all level 22. If I remember correctly, level 23 is roughly where I want to be. Sir, please stop moving around so much. There we go.
Okay, let's get going.
Who else wants some?
Level 23 or level 24. 24 will be harder to get without significant grinding. But if I just take out all of the enemies I see, I should be okay getting to 23. Nice. Chain attack should finish it, certainly. Nope. Nothing extra from Charla.
Nice.
Perfect.
Gotta cool off.
You never stood a chance. Let's not lose our heads, though.
Let's stay alert.
One thing you'll notice is I've been doing lots of chain attacks. In a situation like this, where you're competently leveled, and you're moving through an area fairly quickly, your party gauge tends to fill up quite quickly. If you play this game, don't worry about like wasting chain attacks, except in a situation where you think you're coming up to like a major boss, because chain attacks are super useful against bosses. But I know well enough to know that that the next boss we'll come across is far enough away that I will easily build up the party gauge before that's a concern.
That's pretty good. You make a great team. Let's not lose our heads, though. We can't lose.
I don't want
Ooh, I did not fill up my talent gauge.
To rhyme. We can definitely do this.
Go.
I'm really feeling this right time.
Ooh, that was not great.
Let's focus our efforts. Okay, let's finish this.
There we go. It's better.
Come on, Charlotte. I'm powering up. Backslash. Now it's right time.
He turned around exactly when I didn't want him to.
Charlotte, did you see me? Did you see what I did?
Oh, I wasn't really looking.
Oh, come on. That's not fair.
Heck, Charla. Look at Ryan when he does something cool. He's just trying to impress you to replace your dead fiancé. That sentence got worse the longer I said it.
We can't lose.
Don't let a single one escape.
Behold the power of the Monado.
Go. Nice. Oh, I'm dazed.
Here we go.
Okay. It really was gold. Like, I would like to apologize to just like future generations for the fact that that sentence is now in the world.
My turn.
Actually just gonna heal round the party.
You're not finished yet.
Leave it to me.
Super healing power.
I know. Over yet.
I'm on it.
This is the longest chain attack we've managed to get so far.
Okay, perfect.
That's important because it indicates that our affinity is increasing.
That was too easy.
Okay, let's get going.
Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
That dude is just wandering on. Ooh, there's a big old mech on there. Level 23. Now, level 23 is not beyond what we're capable of, not by a long way. But it is also a big enemy, and regardless of the level, big enemies tend to be more difficult to take down.
We can't lose.
Don't let a single one escape.
Talent gauge still pretty low, unfortunately.
Let's focus our efforts. I'm on it.
Sir, could you please focus on Ryan? It matters a lot to me. Go. I'd rather keep the chain attack in this case for the big dude. Nice.
We make a great team.
Ooh. New weapon potentially for... Ooh, that's a really nice weapon. Only one slot, but way better auto attack min and max. I think that's worth doing. So I'm going to remove his weapon gems. And then give him back... The muscle up was the one that increased his defense. So that's the one I want. And then I can put his strength up. Actually, pants agility up makes sense. What's up with the skill tree here? Ooh, potentially new skill links. So Ryan has improved affinity with Sharla, so he can potentially grab some skills from her. Unfortunately, he can't afford any of her spiky skills, and frankly, none of them is particularly useful for him, and she does not have any round skills yet. So that's not super great, but can she grab something from him? That's not terrible. It'll be fine as a temporary option until we get more affinity points.
We can't lose.
I don't want anyone dying out there.
Let's enchant. Yes, actually, let's do the chain attack now. Back attack. We can do Wild Down afterwards. Timing's been pretty good on that. Double damage sword drive. And no further links, unfortunately.
Nice.
We did it.
Oh, we still got the Wild Down. Nice. Nice. We're actually progressing towards level 23 really quickly. These guys are interesting to me. These transport units, again, just a little bit of interesting world building. Why are they carrying ether canisters? It's not really something we've seen Mechon be interested in up until this point.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
And let's try to grab this guy as well.
Don't let a single one escape.
Get the talent gauge filled up again.
Oh, I wasn't really looking.
Oh, come on. That's not fair.
So, there's this piston here, which goes up and down. We mostly want to go down. But there's stuff up. And where there is stuff, I must explore. Trying to remember what there is up here. Oh, that goes down a very long way. I think that actually takes us to where we need to go. We can also walk across And you can just see across there, there's a little ledge with some collectibles. Worth checking out. More of these dudes. You know, if they don't bother me, I'm not going to bother them. They bothered me.
This is the Monono's power!
Thanks. Fire!
There's no end to them.
This is not actually going great. This is just a terrible place to fight. Nope, not that one. Oh, got a gold chest from that though.
Everyone ready for a chain attack?
Yeah, let's chain attack it actually. No reason not to.
My turn! Thunder bullet! Fire! Not so fast!
Leave it to me! Monado, lend us your power!
Why not?
Keep it up! Yo! Behold the power!
So the nice thing about talent arts, because they're essentially treated as colorless, they can match with anything else in a chain attack. You know, I hadn't thought of it, Juice, but you're not wrong. He really does have that same energy. And I hate that you said it, because now it's in my brain as well. Shulk and Ryan are level 23, which is lovely. And someone got an extra art. Who was it? Oh? Okay. Shulk now gets Shaker Edge. A very, very important skill for him because it can inflict daze. We haven't been able to inflict daze up until this point. Daze is the follow-on from Topple. It increases the damage done by critical hits and also just extends how long enemies are incapacitated. It's a very, very useful skill to have on Shulk. Unfortunately, one that he's pretty much like, you can remove it, but there's no reason to. I actually want to level up his Monado arts a little as well. I want to level up Shield. I've already started seeing level 2 talent arts. Enchant to make that last longer. And Buster is a good thing to have when there's Mechon all around. And what new art did Ryan get? Last Stand was one he's actually had for a while. It's actually amazing. So if he takes fatal damage, instead he will get 30% of his HP back. It is a super useful aura to have. And I might actually put it on him. What would I replace? Honestly, I think Rage. And then we can level this up to increase the amount of HP he gets back. Cooldown is less of an issue because this is only something you're going to be using, ideally, once per battle. Also, who learned new skills? Ryan learned Healing Inspiration, restores HP to an encouraged ally. Very useful, actually. And Charla learned Firm Defense, boosts physical defense. Perfectly solid. Nothing fancy, but it does the job. Giving anybody improved defense is a good thing.
Everyone, let
Charla should be level 23 pretty soon. Nice topple. I actually missed my opportunity to do a daze there, which is very disappointing because I just got the ability to do daze. There's nothing there, but down here somewhere. Yep, here are the vines. We can hop down here and fight these dudes. Oh, Charla actually hit level 23. I didn't notice.
Let's focus our efforts.
I hate the fact that their default behavior is not focus on target. Because that to me just feels like the default behavior that makes the most sense. Oh! Charla's at 1 HP. So, what almost certainly happened there is that Charla fell off the cliff. Which killed her, but since she didn't die in battle, the game basically just respawns her where you are, but with 1 HP. It's a terrible thing. Okay. Time to go further down. If we take that first piston, there's some extra stuff over there, but if I remember correctly, it's nothing actually super useful. Just some more ether crystals, so I'm not going to bother to go back. I'm just going to take this one, which goes much, much further down. Enough that I'm definitely going to have to wait for it. There we go. Fun fact: if you noticed that his jump looked a little bit janky there, basically in game, gravity is determined by whatever surface you're on top of. So in the case of gravity being on top of a moving surface like that, I jump from a still surface onto a moving surface and it affects momentum in a weird way. I'm not sure how well it shows on stream, but it feels weird when you're playing. No one particularly powerful here.
We can't lose. Don't let a single one escape. It's too right. Now it's right time. Bring it on. Let's focus our efforts. No problem.
He topples, I daze. So we end up dealing significantly more damage because of that daze. You can see how quickly we took that dude out.
Let's keep on going like this.
You're right, Ryan. They are a bunch of jokers. You can tell, because we live in a society. I pressed the wrong button. Oh well.
We can do even better. Come on, Charla.
Are you immune to break? No.
We can definitely do this. How's that?
Nice. Got the daze and a crit.
Just a little more. Keep it up.
apart from just the days, Shaker Age is also just a pretty powerful effect for sure. Nice sword drive there.
Don't jump. We're counting on you.
We can't lose.
I don't want anyone dying out there.
Go.
Good. My rifle's getting hotter.
Pesky thing. Perfect for a chain attack. We're gonna
You know what? You're right. Now is perfect for a chain attack.
backslash. You're up. Go.
My turn.
If only you were perfect for a chain attack, Charlotte. Oh well.
Okay, perfect.
We did it. I'm powering up. We can definitely do this. We got through that pretty good. Who else wants some?
We make a great team.
Let's grab a few more ether crystals. Got an achievement there, Titan's Generosity, which basically just means that we've collected plenty of crystals. What's along this ledge here? Vines.
Alley-oop. Alley-oop.
Oh, and some ice crystals. All of this is taking me up, which is unfortunate, given how much I want to go down. Looks like I just missed a path off to the side there. It is... yeah, I did. It is worth noting that especially streaming this has kind of confirmed my feelings about this area. Which is, it's very monotonous. It kind of looks the same for long, long periods. And it's just quite slow.
We can't lose.
I do like hunting Necro. I will say that.
Leave it to right. Now is the right time. Bring it on. Let's focus our efforts. I want to eat this. Now we're getting started.
I know.
We can definitely do this. Right. Now is the right time. Good job, everyone. Man, what a bunch of jokers.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
But we're making progress downward. That's fine.
Let's do this.
Don't let a single one escape.
Leave it to right. Bring it on.
One thing I haven't brought attention to yet, but it is interesting. This game does have achievements. When you do certain things, there'll be a little achievement pop up, and you will get some experience from it.
Right. Nice going. Leave it to right.
My rifle's getting hotter.
You're already in break, but I'll just get some damage in there.
Yeah. Right in time.
I'm on it.
Um,
We're not finished yet.
Okay.
she'll get a daze in.
Not bad. Teamwork at its finest.
Thank you, Nick. That is exactly what I was thinking. What a bunch of jokers. There we go.
No? Anyone?
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
Ooh. When you hear that slightly different jingle, that means you got a rare crystal, which unsurprisingly have better attributes. Personnel lift 3, which fortunately is a landmark. So if for any reason I wanted to leave, I could get back here pretty quickly. And on we go. So we were looking previously at things you definitely shouldn't do around giant machinery. And this is among those things. This is the dumbest thing anybody has ever done near a giant drill. This is fine. Look, Shulk's yawning and stretching. This is nothing. Oh? I'd forgotten that. They basically block off your ability to move further by dropping these big old meanies in there.
Leave it to Ryan. Come on. Bring it on. Sledge. We can definitely do this. Down.
Nice.
Bigger edge. Okay, guys. Now we're pulling together. Backslash. Everyone, let's go.
Go.
Powering up. We win.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
Man, what
Eh,
a bunch
that was
of
nothing.
jokers.
You're right, Ryan. They are a bunch of jokers. Gotta wait for the next one to come around. What I said earlier about, like, the weird way gravity works, watch the way she'll get hooked onto this. Okay, you couldn't actually see it that time. Basically, he'll go from 0 sideways momentum to sideways momentum instantly. Because this is moving and the ground wasn't, it can be a little bit jarring. But that time you couldn't see it at all. And again. 2 of these dudes now.
Don't let a single one escape.
Let's focus our efforts. I'm on it.
Nice.
Like a team.
We can definitely do this.
Yeah, let's chain attack. Shulk, can you... no. Ryan. Ryan can topple. Charlie can Metal Blast, and we don't get another Link, unfortunately. But this dude's already pretty much dead. To reduce my aggro a little bit, because the last thing I want is my glass cannon to be aggro. Good timing on that heal, Charla.
Oh yeah, baby. Right. Nice go.
Nice.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
Ooh, Brain Rifle and Empress Plate. Let's see how those are. I've got several Empress Plates. Not great ether defense, incredible physical defense, and they give spike damage. The moment Ryan's the only person who can wear it, and it looks kind of dumb, but I like it in a way. How's the Brain Rifle? Really not great. Really not great, given that it was a special drop. Huh. I'm tempted to go across to the other side. There's definitely something there, but there's also something here. So let's explore this first. Honestly, this whole area can be explored later. This feels like this is going to be taking me... Yeah. This ends up taking me down, which I don't want to do yet. I would like to explore as much as I can right now, rather than having to come back to it later. Which unfortunately does mean we're going to be riding the merry-go-round quite a bit more. But it's fun and dumb, so I'm fine with that. Okay, so... Okay, that seems to be a thing going up, which is the opposite of where we want to go. Freight elevator. That goes up, not down. It goes up a long way. But it won't activate now, so I came over here for nothing. I'm sorry, chat. This is all my fault. And I can't make it to the other side in time. We're getting closer. The green is no longer a green speck. Like, I still couldn't survive the fall, but... Charlotte, that was not a challenge! Can I make it? Nope. Well, level 23 is where I wanted to be. Let's head down another level. Oh, come on, Shulk. I've seen you jump higher things than that. And this elevator, you'll notice, goes on the diagonal and takes us right down to the bottom. Which is where we saw Utharan die. So let's hope we can change that future.
No. They're gone. So whose blood is... Oh no.
Ah, here at last! I've been getting hungry!
Shulk! Isn't that?
It's him, all right. He's the one who took Juju.
Juju and the others. Tell me where they are!
You want the brat? Well, he's right here!
Juju!
He's still alive, but don't think he will be for long. As for the others, well, I just couldn't help myself. I ate them all up! Welcome to our banquet hall. Tonight, the main course will be you. And if I've still got room, the brat will make a tasty dessert.
Murderer!
I'm Zord, your host tonight.
Zord. So you have a name.
That's what they all say. Can't say that I remember it myself.
What's he talking about?
Oh, yes. It's good to see fresh meat on the table. These colony folk just didn't fill me up.
Gado. The others.
Come on, boys! Dinner's ready!
I swear I won't stop until I've scrapped each and every one of you!
God, Charlotte's a badass. Like, I know I complain about her in cutscenes, in, like, her in-game mechanics, but I still love her.
Right, Shala. We are Homs. And we won't just stand here, waiting to be eaten.
Monardo, do you think that thing can get me?
How about this?
I'm not metal face. You'll have to try harder.
It's the same as before. The Monardo's useless against this guy.
So, we meet Zord, who we've met before but never been introduced to. Although it's weird that he introduced himself and then didn't seem to remember that he had a name. He's an odd dude. To battle-faced mecha. You have to inflict break during a chain attack. Outside of chain attacks, breaks do not work. That's actually common to large monsters, but phased Mechon take no damage unless toppled. So, in this case, you fill up the party gauge by pulling off bonus effects. Bonus effects are things like critical hits against non-phased Mechon. Well, yeah, I think that's one of the things that stands out to me about Zord. He's absolutely mad. He's just so excited to eat people. He comes across as genuinely insane, and that's part of what's so scary about it. There's no way out of this by reason, not even by running away. The only option is to kill him. And that's fucking terrifying when your weapons do nothing. So, what we have to do now is focus not on Zord, but on the rest of them in order to increase the party gauge. Unfortunately, Zord is also very strong. So you fill up the talent gauge anytime you get an indicator around your damage with that like spiky symbol. Ooh. Warren Sharla, get her to heal herself enough to survive that attack. Let's heal Sharla up some. Okay, and now we can inflict break during a chain attack. I'm not focused on Zord, fuck. Yes, you're correct, Gold. It's a lot of it is in the voice acting. I should have focused on Zord. This is actually a problem. Because now I just wasted my chain attack. And I missed my... Ooh, this is not good. That was not ideal. Who am I even focused on? Him. Fuck. Charlotte's dead. I thought I revived Charlie. Shit, this is going very poorly. Okay, let's reduce my aggro a little bit. Zord Impact will kill again. Charla, heal yourself up again. hurt a lot, but I can heal Charla up. Enchant again. Okay, now focus on Zord and do a chain attack. Start with Stream Edge actually. Break. Topple. Okay. I am going to heal round to keep the whole party alive. Fuck! I got like nothing out of that. Again, let's... Okay, there's no one else to focus on. This is honestly such a difficult fight because you've got to keep getting... the chain attack. Okay. Let's try this again. Shit, Ryan is toppled. This is going terribly, chat. Where is Ryan even? Seriously, this is going so poorly. Let's help her up. And Zord is going to... He keeps aiming at Charlotte.
All together now. Right with you, Shulk. Come on, Charlotte, watch out.
Shulk, are you serious? Kill blast!
Right time. Bring it on.
Let's just keep the enchant active. Okay. Let's try this again. We got a topple. This is good. Let's get some more tension. This is fine. Okay, I actually got through that. Sort of. But the thing is, like, as tough as that fight was, it should
We'll never get to Juju at this rate. I've got to think of something.
Huh? Like, I was competently leveled. And there's fucking nothing you can do.
You feeling hungry, huh?
But now it's a
Chew
mech
on
battle.
this, scrap for brains. Boy, now's your chance. Save Juju.
Atharon! Don't do it!
Hurry up!
At this rate, even if we save Juju, Atharon's gonna be...
You see a vision you don't like? We'll change the future together. Got it?
Change. The future. Yes. That's it. Right. You grab Juju.
Shulk! What are you doing?
Oh man, you think you can stop me? No, I don't. But I can do this. Let's see if that mechon body of yours can withstand an ether river.
Juju! Wake up!
Shut up. Leave the rest to us. Hang in there, you old fool!
Fall, you damn machine!
Atharon!
Hold on!
Good shot, Shulk.
Shulk!
What a shot!
Boy,
We can change our destinies. Atharon, you won't die here. Not today. Ah!
you cannot defeat me!
Get out of there! Quick! It's giving way!
He's gonna...
It won't be long now, my friends. But not before. Gado! This is for you. This is for the people of Colony 6.
Can I get some Fs for Atharon?
But this isn't supposed to happen. Atharon!
Gado, I'll see you before long.
Ah! Ah! Huh?
Ryan saving the day with his pure himbo energy.
That was close. You wanna hurry up? My arm's about ready to drop off.
Thank you.
Save the thanks for Shulk and his vision. As soon as I saw an ether river, I knew this had to be the place.
And that is the end of Zord.
You're safe
Even
now.
with the power of the
What
Monada,
did I tell you? You and me can
there
make
is
anything
nothing
happen.
we can
Yeah,
do, or very
you were
little
right.
we can do, to
A
a
boy
faced
who can
Mecha.
change the future. I stand corrected, young man. You've done a great deed here today.
Josh, that would have been the worst timeline.
I didn't really do anything. I couldn't have done it without you guys.
Tell me, your vision saved me. But what of the others? What happened to Gado? I see.
But honestly, Ryan is just...
Take this.
He's too
Gado
himbo
would
to
have
ever
wanted you
die.
to have it.
Fiora died for all of them, Josh. She was enough.
Time to head back to the camp.
We'll need to get Juju some medical attention.
There's a freight elevator on the next level. From there, it's an easy route out of the mine. As long as it's working.
We'll know that when we get on it.
You make me laugh.
Well, I'm right, ain't I?
You're absolutely right. We need to move on and stop worrying about every little thing. Come on, guys.
And Juju has joined as a guest. And Charla gets Gado's rifle as a weapon. Which is a very nice thing to give her. It is also, at least at the moment, the best weapon she can have by a long way. The stealth rifle was very good. Gado's rifle is much better than it across the board. So that's good. Auto attacks have an 8% chance of inflicting paralysis. That is an amazing gem to have. Attack stability is useful. So stability increases the minimum damage. Tom, I didn't know he'd done anything. I am curious. So we managed to defeat Zord. Not in any traditional way, but we did the best. All the Mario Rips are gone? Oh no! Oh no. We all knew that Mario must die, but we never thought it would come to this. That's terrible, Tom. So just no more Mario music on his channel. I mean, that's a lot of effort to go to make that point, but I appreciate it. Okay, we've already seen the freight elevator. It wasn't working before. But perhaps it will detect the presence of Juju. You know, the only way to honor Mario's memory is to make sure no one has access to his music ever again. Just before we go up, something I do just want to address. I love that fight against Zord because he is so difficult to do any amount of damage to. When Otharan comes in to kind of save the day, it feels like he's saving the day because it took me so long. You guys saw. It took me so long to do any amount of damage, and even that was negligible. The face Mechon are essentially impossible to fight at this point. And narratively, that is fantastic. It establishes them as a monumental threat.
Good. Works perfectly.
You see? What did I say?
We're all impressed.
And now we leave the ether mine.
Hey, why have we stopped?
I don't know, but I think we're about to find out.
Oh, remember how I said Zord was dead?
This one doesn't give up.
This is our chance, guys.
However, his armor is badly damaged. And now the Monado can damage him. While he is still technically a face mechon, his face armor has been so badly corroded by the Ether River that he acts like a normal mecha, albeit a very powerful one. Ow! You know what? I honestly love Zord's voice, but I understand why you don't like it.
Did we get him?
Got to hand it to you. You beat me without even releasing the true power of the Monado.
Oh?
True power? What do you know about the Monado?
Sorry, boy. I can't tell you that. You'll have to find out the truth on your own.
The truth?
When I became what you see now, that's when my eyes were opened. It was a good ride while it lasted.
When you became like this? What do you mean?
I'm actually going to raise the volume for a moment, because there's a very important moment coming.
Pipsqueak. I'm gone!
Sword! Get back!
That's got some Yeetus Deletus energy. And now he is dead.
We smashed that bronze idiot. Now the people of Colony 6 can rest in peace.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Shala,
I thank the stars you're all right.
where are we?
Just outside Colony 6. Thanks to Shulk and Ryan, we destroyed that thing. But not everyone made it.
Oh? I'm so sorry. Shulk, Ryan,
Some in the region of
I
80
didn't
to
mean
90.
to cause any more trouble running off like that.
It's a big
Forget
game.
about it, kid. We settled the score.
Thanks.
Yes. But there's still no sign of that Mechon with the metal face. He's the one we're really after.
Yeah.
Hope I'm not interrupting.
It's him! Metal face! Ah! Not just him! A whole bunch! And tons of them look like Zord!
Pathetic. After all that talk, Zord was crushed by worthless maggots like you.
Oh, this one can talk and all.
I can talk all right. And I got a good memory. Fiora, get out of there!
Get out! These screams were music to my ears. My claws slid right through her soft flesh. Like a hot knife through butter.
Talk all you want. Because those words will be your last!
The Monado! Yeah, it's been a while. But you should know by now. The Monado can't stop me!
Shulk!
Shulk!
I'm gonna...
Any way you slice it, the Monado ain't gonna work, boy. Didn't work then, won't work now. Now, time to cut you down to size. Hey, what?
That's...
Now, let him have it, beast.
Dunban!
How did you...
Sorry to have kept you. Looks like we were just in time.
I'm not going any further for a moment. Just listen to the music. There's a reason I'm just letting this play out. This is one of the greatest tracks in the game. And it pisses me off. Yes, it is titled Unfinished Battle. It pisses me off because it plays once in the entire game. It is Dunban's theme. It plays once. It doesn't even loop in the battle where he's introduced. That was your opportunity to hear it. It doesn't even loop. But anyway, we're changing up the party. Dunban comes in place of Sharu. We're going with the double tank arrangement. We can also bring in Dixon. We can take a look at characters' equipment. Dixon has a weapon called a Saber, which has unbeatable 6 and topple resist 6. Those are gems so good that they can never be created. They are unique gems which only Dixon has. Unbeatable 100%. That means if he would take deadly damage 100% of the time, he will survive with 1 HP, making him literally unbeatable. Also, topple resist 100%, and the Lagoon gear is gear you can never get in-game. I know gold, it kills me. Dunban has a weapon called the Anti-Mechon Glade. Dunban is now the first character who can damage Mechon without being enchanted by the Monado. He also has a couple of fun things here. We're not going to go over too much. I just think Shulk, Dixon, and Dunban is the way to go with this. They came in to help us, but you can't not have Shulk. He's Shulk.
Let's focus our efforts.
I am still going to enchant, even though it's not strictly necessary. It does give us more damage, and it helps Dixon. Although Dixon being level 30 barely needs it. And let's do a chain attack so we can see their abilities a little bit. Dixon only has 2 arts. Thunder Flash, which deals ether damage, and Heal Bolt, which restores HP to 1 party member. Let's actually do a Heal Bolt. And this is Dunban, who has so many interesting techniques, which I will go over in later videos. Gale Slash is actually one of his most useful. Not only does it inflict bleed, which is damage over time, it also leads into several other techniques of his. He's got a couple of very useful auras, but for now what we're interested in is Steel Strike, which inflicts topple. However, Blossom Dance, which we'll get to at some point, his talent art, is just... it is chef's kiss.
Timing is everything. Remember that. Magnificent attack. Everyone, let's go. Almost there. Take this. We move at the same pace.
Partly because he's so over leveled for this fight, Dixon has taken 0 damage. Go.
There's no end to them. Where are they coming from?
I can take the smaller ones, but the rest will be like fighting Zord over and over.
If only the Monado would work on these things.
Focus, Shulk.
Look out!
Rhine!
Look at you all.
Look at this, metal brain.
That it, Grandpa?
Running out of ideas here.
You may be able to block a projectile, but let's see if you can block this!
The answer appears to be yes.
Tell me, how does it feel to be such a pathetic hero?
God, he's cool.
Oh, does it hurt? I bet it does. It hurts because the Monado won't work for a bunch of losers like you!
What are you?
Save it. I ain't interested. You little maggots need to learn when you've been stepped on.
That light. Everyone, fall back! Now!
Won't change a thing. I'm gonna wipe you out once and for all. What the? Telepia?
It's a lightning dragon.
Now's our chance.
You'll pay for that. How are you?
We must be outside the tower.
Welcome, true heir to the Monado.
Father!
Weak and pathetic.
What or who are you?
You will pay for what you've done. You will know the pain and suffering you caused the Emperor and Fiora! Another one.
Enough of this. You got lucky, brat. Next time, your head is mine.
You're not getting away! Get back here! Shoot! Ryan!
And
let it
that
go!
is how you do foreshadowing.
You've got to be kidding! He's the one who killed Fiora!
Know your limits. We'll get another chance. Fine.
That thing saved us. Whatever it was.
You did well. But what of the boy? Ah. Well then, there is much to be done.
I thought it was you. Nice to see you, Dixon.
It's been a while, Grandpa.
So Dixon is well known
1 year
even
if
in
my
Colony
memory
6.
hasn't left me. Good to see you haven't kicked the bucket.
Put a sock in it.
Wait. Dixon? Dunban? You're the heroes who risked your lives a year ago in the battle to defend the colonies.
Yep.
What's a pretty young lady like you doing hanging around with this bunch of slackers?
Dixon, you're too old for her.
Dunban, Dixon. Thanks for helping out back there.
I don't believe we did anything.
He's right. Save your thanks for that giant bird.
What was that thing?
A Telethia. A mystical beast that protects the sleeping Bionis. Though I've never heard of one ever venturing down to where us Homs live. Strange.
A Telethia? So that's what it's called.
A mystical beast that protects the Bionis.
So, what's your plan from here? Follow that metal-faced machine, I presume?
What else? He's gonna pay for what he did to Fiora.
Well then, there's only one place he'd go. Galahad Fortress in Sword Valley. A year ago, those things were building a huge fortress, right in the valley. Tactically, it's an excellent location to launch attacks from. I feel there's a strong chance they've now finished building it. That would explain why both colonies were attacked recently.
Sword Valley. The very place where we made our last stand 1 year ago.
So it's settled. Bash down a fortress and smash some metal brains.
Easy, Ryan.
Chalk?
There's somewhere else I need to go first.
Well, what could be more important than... Wait, you saw another one.
Saw what? What are you on about? These visions sound pretty handy. Well, out with it. What do you see?
I was somewhere very high up. I was fighting at the peak of a huge tower. Fighting Metalface. I heard a voice. And then the Monado's power was unleashed. His armor instantly gave way. The Monado doesn't work on Metalface at the moment. But if that vision comes true...
A tower, huh? Doesn't give us much to go on.
Can you remember anything else from your vision?
I remember... a huge horn. That's it. As I fought Metalface, I could see the Bionis head.
Prison Island.
Prison Island?
I've never been. But I've heard of a black tower at the head of the Bionis. They say it was built by the ancient High Entia race.
The High Entia are real. I thought they were a myth.
I wouldn't blame you, son. An ancient race living at the top of the Bionis. It does sound crazy. But Bionis is home to all kinds of different people, not just us. That includes the High Entia.
The High Entia, huh? I dismiss them as folklore as well.
Never assume anything. Seeing is believing, right?
Have you ever met one?
Well, yeah.
Wow. Dixon, man, you're just full of surprises.
What can I say? I'm well-traveled. And it's all for your future. Day and night I've searched for new lands, met new cultures. and gain knowledge for our people. The life of a wandering old fool. A lonely one at that.
Stop your whining. You do it because you enjoy it. And you make a tidy profit.
Who asked you, Dumban?
Well then, Shulk, what's it to be?
We'll head there.
There are alternatives. We could abandon the colonies, find a place the Mekon will not discover and live in secret.
I realized something when we were fighting Zord. Wherever we go, they'll follow. We can't run from these things. We must fight on.
I see. Then I am obliged to join you.
You want to come with us?
Scared I'll get hurt?
No way. We know you're stronger than anything. Right, Ryan?
You bet.
He's such a badass.
I've recovered
I
a
love
great
it.
deal since we last met. And that miserly old coot over there made me this. Sharp, light, perfect for cutting through steel. Show me a Mekon and I'll slice it in two. I might not be in peak condition, but I'm useful.
I can't thank you enough.
We're in it together now.
You can count on us, Dumban.
Miserly old coot. That sword is forged from Mekon armor. It's worth every penny.
So you keep saying.
If you want to go to the Bionis head, you'll need a guide to get to the upper regions.
We're at the bottom, so I guess the only way to go is up.
Right. But we'll need to go up the lower back first.
The lower back?
Colony 6 is right at the top of the Bionis leg. So we'll have to head around the waist. Through a place called Sartol Marsh. Follow me.
And that is where we're going to call stream for the evening. Thank you all so much for joining me. This episode ends up having... this stream ends up having some of my favorite moments in the game. The near impossible fight against Zord, followed by the realization that... I'm sorry, Paula, it's not my fault. Followed by the realization that there are many like Zord. The fight against Metalface, the introduction of Dunban, well, the reintroduction of Dunban, the foreshadowing of a lot of what's coming a fair way away, and being saved by a mysterious person. Who, you know, mysterious and hot. It's absolutely wonderful. I think this is like one of the best moments in the early part of the game. There's a lot still to come, which is incredible, but it is what stands out for me about the Ether Mine, even though I don't really like the Ether Mine that much, as discussed. So there are a couple of people we can raid. We can raid Deer or Rena. They're doing a charity stream, so that's probably a good choice. Tom is doing Xeno Gears at the moment, which is part of the Xeno series, but entirely unrelated to Xenoblade. I want to raid Yui at some point, because I haven't raided Yui as much as I'd like to. So that's an option. Is there anyone in particular you guys would like to raid? Or anything you'd like to see or not like to see? Because, like, if you don't want to see Monster Hunter Rise, which is what Yui's doing, we can raid Yui another time. Any preferences? Otherwise, I'm just going to raid Deer because of the charity stream. Going once. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna raid Deer then. As I said, thank you for joining me. This is wonderful. I'll be streaming again tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern Time, playing Disco Elysium, where things got weird last week. There was a hole in the universe, and we've got to investigate that as well as a murder now. Monday, I'll be playing Monster Hunter Rise at 5:30 Eastern. And then Xenoblade Chronicles, once again, will be next week, Saturday at 5:30 Eastern. And I'm so excited because next week we get to one of my favorite areas in the game. And Gold knows why. Gold knows why. Not everybody does, but Gold knows. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening going forward. And yeah, you are all rad and lovely and deserve love. Ciao.